All right, Coach, we welcome everybody to the Garden State. EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Seattle Seahawks and the New York Giants. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the... ...30-yard line.
At their own 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Watch that in. Watch that in. That is right. That is.
On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, that he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
A 1st down carry for Barkley. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
On second down, here's Barkley. Back-to-back one-yard runs here, so that leaves him with a third down and 8.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on third down.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
From the gun, it's Trubisky. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down.
And third down is a key down in any game you play. And third down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
And the Giants send out their punter now. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. He gets us away. It's a good one. Drawing toward the sidelines. Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now. First and 10 at the 20. Now it's Wilson. That's complete to DK Metcalf. 11 yards there and a first down for Seattle. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
They run on first down. Roberson. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be second and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Throwing out second and 8. Wilson. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage afterwards.
Got the speed, the agility, so good to run after catch him only in the first quarter. So they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, exactly right. And what's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press him so that you get him on the ground quickly after the catch, a lot of times he'll just run past you at the initial point of contact, and he'll go deep.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, second and 10. Wilson. He'll find Metcalf. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. It's a gain of 15. First down, Seahawks.
I know from past experience, before you actually play a game, you visualize what's going to happen. And I don't know anyone who doesn't visualize themselves being in the center of what's going on. That's 3 catches for him here in the early going. He's got to like the way this is started.
Absolutely. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. DK Metcalf. His 5th touchdown now on the year. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that makes the score 7-0.
Giants, nothing. Michael Dixon to kick off
is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. They'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive, and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs, and that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 27-yard line.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Watch the slant.
Now Saquon Barkley. They find some open field here. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It's a giant first down on a gain of 16.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
On first down, Barkley. Making the stop that time, Bobby Wagner.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now, we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Hey, check, check.
On 2nd and 7, Trubisky. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 7 yards there and a first down. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 46. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And he's got this down to the 35. It's a gain of 11 and a giant first down. Getting the sense, Charles, are going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now it's Trubisky. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Trey Flowers picks it. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. Charles, that makes now 5 interceptions in not even 5 quarters. Remember, he threw 4 picks last week.
And this turns into a tough situation because a lot of fans, the first thing is, oh, well, we need to change quarterbacks. This is your guy. This is your elite player. You can't just take him out like that. If I'm the coach, I make a little joke and say, you know something, big guy? We're going to change the football. So it's obvious that's the problem. It's not you. Keep firing.
Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
A gain of 11 on the play.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Get ready. Get ready. Get ready.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Let's go.
Giants nothing.
Quick. 380. Switch it. Switch it. Switch it. 14.
They'll run on first down. Roberson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a gain of 12, first down Seahawks.
A gain of 12. First down Seahawks.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. Brought in here by Tyler Eifert. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Wilson going to lead his guys up 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. Now a handoff here to his running back. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs.
Well, he's looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
50 seconds.
There's Wilson. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on 3rd down.
Go. Hey, 0. Check.
Out of the gun. Here's Wilson. Completing it here to Marvin Jones. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. So a good snap, good hold, and right down the middle.
Never in doubt, just the way you used to hit them, partner.
You mean like kicking the ball?
Exactly.
Well, that was a high school.
Doesn't matter. I don't care what level. You hit them, they go through.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
32-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They find themselves down 10-0 early after the interception on their opening drive led to a field goal.
So now they've got to pick up the mantle a little bit. You mentioned the team's down 10. They've helped contribute to that. How are they going to get their team back into this ball game? Run the offense that you think is going to be effective and execute it at a high level.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32.
54. Hey, come on.
Now Trubisky. He's got a man open. It's Cameron Meredith. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. It's a giant 1st down on a gain of 16.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe
On 1st and 10, it's Trubisky. Completes this one to Meredith. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
That's another Giants 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. On the draw, this is Barkley. And he'll tuck it on in for a giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley, his 4th touchdown on the year, as they are now on the board here in the 1st half.
Well, pardon me, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball, too, eh?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
You got this. 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try and increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Now it's Wilson. Jones has it. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They get 17 on that one. Move the chains. First down, Seahawks. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
You must be getting tired of seeing me. Hey, check Mike 57. Mike 57. Hey, 0, 0, 0. What? 57 to Mike. 57 to Mike. Go. 57.
Now Wilson. Gonna throw again. Deep ball for Goodwin. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The intended receiver, Marquise Goodwin. 3rd down here.
I know the initial focus was on how far that pass was downfield, but how about the coverage on the play? Able to stay with him, get his hands where the receiver's hands were going to try and catch the ball, tips it up in the air, and knocks it away.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Again, Wilson. Escaping. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And who's got it? The Giants. And this is taken into the end zone. A fumble recovery on a Giants touchdown. Huge play by the defense, not only to force the fumble, obviously, but to return it for a touchdown.
And I know it's no fun for anyone who plays offense, but isn't it fun to see how a defense rallies when there's a fumble return and everyone tries to find someone to block and bring it all the way home?
I always like their celebrations because they don't get there that often.
No, they're not choreographed very well usually.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 19-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And that last possession, really a gut punch. You seemingly had it working. You were in the midst of a very strong drive, then suddenly the fumble, and you're watching the back of the defender's jersey as he brings it all the way in the other direction.
Not much more I can add to that. I thought you summarized it perfectly, partner. You just got to regroup and start putting another drive together. That's all you can do.
Trying to defend the out route there, got the PI call.
And you know what's difficult about that one is sometimes you want to make the undercut move and go for the football, and other times just want to hang on the upfield shoulder and make the tackle. I think he got caught in between and created a foul.
On first down, Wilson. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that is is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up, 2nd and 10.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. 19 yards the pick up there. Move the chains.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
From midfield now, here's Wilson. To the right side and complete to Metcalf. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
2nd and 4 at the 44-yard line.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
Got it. Slant. Hey, watch it.
Right back to him on first down. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
95. 57.
From the 31, Wilson. That's complete to a speedy wideout Goodwin. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. From the gun, it's Wilson. His pass caught at the 4. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive. But he's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
On 2nd down, Roberson. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. From the 3-yard line again, they'll try and punch it in here on 3rd and goal.
Titans on the Ringo. Three down. Alert. Good. Watch the twist.
They'll try to run this one in. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. They were ahead of schedule after the gain of 7 on first down, but the defense does not budge on 2nd and 3rd. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And Myers able to knock it through. So a late 3 there, and that'll help as they head into the break.
Talk about situational football and something they've worked on since the OTAs and mini camps the previous summer. They take care of the ball, get 3 points, knowing they're going to get the ball to start the second half. That's the old 2-for-1 special to finish things off.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Well, what do you think? You get the ball at the turnover near the middle of the field, you take a shot here in the first play?
You know I'm big on that. I love when I have great field position. After a turnover, I feel like I might have a little bit of...
There he goes, right side. And he's in for the touchdown. The final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
And they extend their lead, a little added cushion into the lockers. What a way to finish.
Tremendous way. That's momentum that they carry in with them. Can they convert it and bring it back out to start the third quarter?
Rosas scored with the extra point, and that will take us to the end of the first half of play. So we have reached halftime here in what's an 8-point game. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Keep playing.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half two, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. To throw is Wilson. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 29. And he will take this across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. Thought he had the pick. Flag comes in for PI, so cancel it out.
Interference. A killer for them. Thought they had a nice play. Instead, they'll be marching up yardage against them.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
3-15. Got it. Get that ball. Watch twins.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Wilson. And he's going to be taken down. Back around the 35-yard line. J.J. Watt able to record his 5th sack of the season. Well, it was 2nd and long. Now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Wilson and the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. From the shotgun, Wilson. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he will not make it to that imaginary yellow line as they get him to the ground at about the 23.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the 1st down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
He's got 9 points on field goals now. He's made 3 of them. That gets him a bit closer, but there's no question they need to start turning some of these 3s into 6s.
And for him, it's not his concern, right? He just goes out there when they call on him and goes ahead and puts points up on the board. But the offense has got to get together and figure out what's stalling their drives, so they have to keep calling on him.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They have the lead now. They'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
They'll go to Barkley again. This will go for 5 up to the 33.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Get that quarterback, D-line. Get that quarterback, D-line. D-line, get that quarterback. Alert, alert. Alert, alert. Check hot route. Hot. 57.
3rd and 2. Now Trubisky. And Ingram holds it in. It'll be a pickup of 4. Good enough to earn him yet another first down.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
A first down carry for Barkley won't lead to much as he'll take this forward for maybe a yard. It's 2nd down. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 38-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
54. You don't want that, baby. You don't want that.
Trubisky will throw. Throwing it out deep for Smith. And that is incomplete. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
6-6, pull it high. Alert, 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 alert. Go.
From the shotgun is Trubisky. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
I like what they tried to do there. They didn't get a completed pass downfield, but they came off of a momentum play. Big-time gain on the previous snap. Came right back and threw one deep, hoping to catch them on their heels.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Here's Trubisky to throw. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. It's a loss of 7. And now it's 3rd down.
What a catch and one-handed. And I'm starting to lose my awe about the play. And maybe I shouldn't. How much of this is the player? How much of it is the glove?
Well, those gloves, they do have a little grip to them,
They
don't
get a
they?
little extra tackiness to them now, and I know the guys in the NFL, the competition committee, some other places, they're talking about examining those gloves to see if they're having too much of an effect on the game.
Here's Trubisky. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Thought they were going to force a 4th down. Instead, P.I. gives them the first.
And that's frustrating because you think you've taken them really deep into the count, haven't you? Instead, you've got to start all over. That can really, really be demoralizing.
Coming, baby. I'm coming, baby. Woo!
After the penalty, they go with Barkley.
It's run, baby. It's run.
And he'll take it out in for a giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley with touchdown number 3 in the game and 6 on the year. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. Closest now to add the PAT. And this one gives his guys a 12-point lead. After the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Wilson. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. Umpire threw the flag, usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpires get different responsibilities, but always making sure no one's holding.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
12. He's coming. Double up. One left. 57.
They don't give it here to his running back.
I'm going back to you.
It was the linebacker, Leonard Floyd, on the stop.
Well, obviously, they would have at least liked to have gotten back to the original line of scrimmage. Instead, now, they're dealing with 2nd and long.
I thought they would have passed it after the penalty. Probably wish they would have now.
57 to mine. Squeeze, double. Fair.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Wilson, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. J.J. Watt in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Well, you don't usually get a sack from a nose tackle spot, but we got one there.
No, we don't, and a lot of the times in passing situations, they end up off the field anyway. So how happy was he to work his way back to the quarterback and put him on the ground? He's going to have to put a nickname after something like that, some Big Jelly or something like that.
3rd and long, it's Wilson. Man open, it's Goodwin. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. Despite a pickup of 16, they're still well short of the sticks on 4th. Now here's Michael Dixon as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And it's taken in at the 9. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you score points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Here we go. Check. Crouch.
Saquon Barkley running right. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively.
All day, every day, any day. Slam, slam, slam. Hey, alert.
They'll run it again with Barkley. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up fourth. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going tonight.
At their own 27-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take it.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The sack coming from big Dalvin Tomlinson. A rough couple of weeks for the man under center. 5 sacks last week, 4 now this week. Do you try to design some quicker developing plays if you're an offensive coordinator?
I think you do that. I think you also change his launch point at times. In other words, move your pocket to the right, to the left, roll him out, bootleg him. Do some different things so they can't just rely on the fact that he's going to take 3 to 5 steps back in the pocket and line up and throw the football.
Yeah, current formula's not working right now. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down.
Well, there's times when you see these catches that are made, and we just know the guys playing it are really wishing for college rules. Only need that one foot down instead of 2. It's awfully difficult on the sideline, isn't it?
The Seahawks on third down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 17. Play action. Now Wilson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And the return will stop right around the 25.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
Here we go, D. All day, defense.
On first down, Barkley. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now it's Trubisky. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. Despite the lead here in the 4th, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all, and to me it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead? Or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Extend it. Have some fun. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Trey Flowers picks it past the 10 to the 11-yard line. And that's where the return stops. He was looking for Parker that time. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42.
Rush in. 12. Go. He's coming. Got it. Double up.
Now Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And his crew will take over with the football at the 35-yard line. A little careless with the football, and he also had a fumble loss last week, didn't he?
He certainly did, and when I'm watching him play, the one thing that comes to mind is always remember, traffic, turbulence, people around you, 2 hands. Get 2 hands on the ball. Grip it tight. I know that it's cool to have it in one hand. Put it away. Take it.
They will take it all in for a Giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley, 35 yards. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. PAT opened good by Rosas. And that will make this a 19-point game. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Well, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Wilson. Going for Metcalf on the... This is caught inside the 15. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Give them 32 on the play. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
57 is the mic. Watch 57. 14.
From the red zone now, here's Wilson on 1st down. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
380. So don't say nothing. 14, got it.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Wilson, and he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. DK Metcalf with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Seahawks are able to cut into that deficit. The extra point now coming from Myers. And they're able to cut the deficit to 12.
Makes the score Giants 31, Seahawks 23.
2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. The Seahawks got it. They did. It's Seattle football. Well, that certainly makes things more interesting. You get the score, then you get the onside kick. A little uphill battle still, but a start.
It's not mission accomplished, but the plan is working. They are in a great spot right now, and the best part, they put the defense right back out on the field after having already scored.
Yeah, they've got the momentum here now. Given 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. On 2nd and the yard, Wilson will find Metcalf. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 30. The Giants going to go ahead and use the 1st of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
There's Wilson. Deep ball for Goodwin. And incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone.
I know you felt like saying touchdown there, didn't you, partner? That looked like a sure 6 points, but the contact jarred it free.
Got his hands on it, could not hold on through the end of the play. 2nd and 10 now, Wilson. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
I remember Coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. On 3rd down, Wilson. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Dexter Lawrence in there to record another sack, and that is now 6 on the afternoon for this defensive unit. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
57's right. Oh, here we go. Oh. 57. Mike. Come on. You better bring it. 50.
They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. And no, it's incomplete. The Seahawks go for it but can't convert. And the Giants are going to get the football back. So now with a little over 2 minutes to play, the road back gets very difficult.
Difficult, but still not impossible if they go ahead and play this thing out. Now the defense has to come up big. They've got to go for a strip of the football on each and every snap to try and give themselves a chance.
And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Again, it's Barkley. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. And this defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've only converted once in 4 tries. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And Barkley did not get there. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down.
He won't be ready. He won't be ready.
No gain on the play. It's 4th down.
Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And a fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 18-yard line. It's just a 30-yard punt that time, no return. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to give a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Wilson now throwing again. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll lose yardage on this one back to the 13. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. Well, that 2nd down completion, something of a disaster, and now they're left with 3rd and long. And now whistles here and a flag down. Looked like someone got going a little early. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. 3rd and long. Out of the gun. Here's Wilson. Got his man. It's Eifert. Calling him even 20 yards on the pickup. And that'll bring up 4th down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. So with that, we can just about close the book on this one, Charles.
Yeah, what's the old expression about slim and none? Well, Slim just left town on that one.
They're down to none?
Yes, exactly right.
They'll run on 1st down. Barkley. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 10 yards, good for a Giant 1st down. Well, that looked like an example of what you said back in the first half. A running back of his size can really wear down a defense. I think he's starting to do that.
I think you're exactly right. And know what else he's doing? He's inspiring the rest of his team because they see this starting to happen as well. So that means they're going to redouble their efforts to help him out. Extra blocking, getting downfield, helping him out.
Brings up 2nd and 11 on the Seahawks' 19-yard line.
Well, I know at points in this one you wanted to close your eyes because of all the points that were being put on the scoreboard. You're a defensive guy, but it was a fun little track meet, wasn't it?
It was, and you know the people who really enjoyed this game? They're the ones that like going to batting practice at the Major League Baseball parks, right? Seeing the 14-11 game, that sort of deal. That's right up their alley with what we saw in this one.
So for the Giants, they move a step closer to 500 as their record.